piece of equipment.
This is our swimming area.
This looks like a great spot.
It's just one of them. I put up some swings for the kids. Look like I need to adjust them a little bit. They're down too low, but I was like, well, little kids need something to play on too. But
yeah,
this is just one of the spots.
Nice.
And
is this just a feeder to Styx River?
It does eventually run into Styx River, but
what's this called?
Cowpen.
Okay.
Cowpen Creek. It actually is spring fed off of several springs, and it stretches
Nice.
for about 15 miles, but it's just crystal clear water.
Beautiful.
Crystal clear.
Yeah, looks like black water.
Huh? Oh
Looks
yeah.
like black water.
Oh yeah, and then Styx River's right over here. It's not far.
What is?
Styx River.
Okay.
We're connected to that too, so you can swim over there too. All right, let's finish this one out. This is our waterfall area, just down the ways.
Yeah.
A lot of motorcycle riders that come over here and lay down in the waterfall.
Man, I can see that at the end of this ride.
yeah, they love doing that. So I'm going to take you up here. The North Trail turns right there. It's called Thomas Brooks Memorial North Trail. That's a 5.6 or 6 mile trail there. Then there's some more trails that turn to the left on the transfer, but we'll come back to that. I'm going to take you up there to where the North Trail comes out and the South Trail starts, let you see where that's at. Then we'll come back and we'll take this detour loop.
This is huge. I haven't done any of this.
This is a pretty cool area right here. This is where the North Trail ends at 6.5 mile run. This way takes you down to Styx River. They call it Grand River. And then this right here is the South Trail. And it's 5.3 miles of what I consider some of the most funnest riding out here.
The South Trail?
Huh?
The South Trail?
Yeah, anybody from any age can get on that trail and ride it and have a good time. I mean, it's just one of my favorite. And you can either go that way or you can go that way. This is more tighter.
So is that a loop that connects? Or is
yeah, they come around.
Okay.
But that's a blast of a trail right there that a lot of people like to ride. And it's more open. You don't have to fly down through it.
I got you.
And then I'm going to take you down here to our detour and get you over in the Westfield.
Everything out here is one way, right?
Everything except for these roads are two-way. All trails are one-way.
Okay.
And then this one I'm fixing to take you on now is part of what we call the Cowpen Loop, which is a really super cool loop that you start right here where I'm taking you in.
All right.
And if you follow it all the way, it'll take you all the way around Cowpen, kick you out right by the creek. You go through the creek, up another trail, and I would have to say that's an advanced trail.
Okay.
A lot of people ride it, but people have to know there are some challenges in that thing, and you could end up in the creek, you know.
I hear you.
But We'll go to over here to this detour. Most motorcycles take the transfer detour instead of the transfer trail because it's so muddy at certain times when it rains.
Okay.
And then I'll get you over in the Westfield and show you some stuff.
That's good. Where was that race out here?
The race?
Yeah, did y'all have a race out here?
Oh, you mean the Sierra
Yeah.
Big Cypress event they have out here? The first annual happened last year, was a huge success.
That probably got the trails rid in a little bit, I would think.
Yeah. I mean, luckily we're in sand, so
It recovers fast.
when the race first happened, I just went ballistic because this was my baby. But after a little bit of time and seeing how the rain kind of settled it in and broke the trail in, it
Yeah.
was really nice. So, and then we're having one September of this year. I think it was October last year, and it's September of this year we're going to have one. Or hoping they'll have one. We'll just have to see how it flows.
Cool.
It's a lot of work. People don't realize the work that went into making a race happen.
Yeah, I can't even imagine how bad that was on the volunteers and staff and all.
Oh my goodness. It was a lot. I was out here at 11, 12 o'clock at night with a skid, finishing out. We needed more miles, and I was over there in Westfield trying to get it done, and Dalton and Arnold were going at it, and other volunteers were going at it trying to get it all right. And Dalton did an absolute amazing job of the layout and the arrowing. Probably the best arrowing I've ever seen. And
Yeah, I've seen some good feedback on it.
yeah,
So-
a lot of people loved it. As a matter of fact, we almost got race of the year. And
Wow. Well, first time out, that's pretty cool.
yeah, and this year I've cut more trail. I've got more trail over there that I've cut. And it's not even rode in yet.
Wow.
And that's probably going to be a fantastic it's about 5.5 miles. It's going to add on to the race, which should be an absolute blast. But I wish everybody would understand that just because we come out here and race, that it doesn't mean the trails are bad, because we spread out everything so much until it's not like a regular sprint enduro. We use the entire park, and you only get to go down a trail once. You never see the same trail twice. So if anything, what it did was just rode our trails in.
Right.
And
That's kind of what we were talking about.
yeah, and we heavily maintain the trails. So I mean, people come here and race, and we super appreciate that. But
Yeah, I see the race as being a good thing, actually.
yeah, but I want people to know, and I wish they knew, that this place is an absolute blast to ride year round, and we're fixing to get RV parking up there with hookups, and you can come here and camp, primitive camp, anytime you want. And I've got, I think, 55, close to 55, almost 60 miles of trails I've built over here. And over in the main part, dude, there's tons of stuff over there to do too, and a place you can eat if you want to. Real nice lady up there running that snack shack. I go up there and eat all the time.
Well, a lot of times we get pushed over here, during hunting season for Blackwater and Eglin.
Yeah,
And, we could ride during hunting season, but we try to maintain, friendship
yeah,
with the other users of the forest.
yeah.
So typically, you'll see more activity over here when hunting season's happening in Blackwater and Eglin.
Yeah, we don't, there ain't no hunting going on here. I'll tell you what, we do have a lot of wildlife though.
Yeah, I imagine.
Ooh, we got deer, especially in hunting season. Deer just love to come. But you know what? We don't ever have a problem running into them. They're smart enough to get away from us beforehand. But I have seen some almost had to shoo out of the trail to get them out of the trail.
Oh, I know.
And we got rabbits galore. This place ate up with rabbits and eagles. We got eagles out here.
Yeah, I mean, they go where the food is.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is a great habitat.
So I'm going to run you over to it's the beginning of the Cowpen Loop, and then it's what we call our detour trail that gets us over on the other side, and
All right.
I'll show you a bunch of stuff over there.
Cool.
This is kind of like the mecca of everything right here. That's our information pole over there. Notice how thick that pole is.
Yeah. That's a juniper.
Yeah. So a lot of people ask me why I built this park, why I donated so much time and built this park. Imagine having this as your backyard.
We're so fortunate.
And I can come here and I can ride anytime. Mr. Brisky, I've known him forever. I have free reign of the park, and I am in heaven. Absolutely. Can you imagine that right at retirement age? I get my very own riding park.
Yeah.
So
pretty dang incredible.
Yeah, that's good reason number one. So let's hit the transfer. It's a more of a single trail like stuff. Now, that's what we call it, the transfer trail detour, and this is where the actual transfer trail comes out. More side-by-sides and four-wheel oriented there. South trail.
That's where you said it gets muddy?
Yeah, it's a little muddy there at certain times.
So this is the alternate right
yeah.
Here. Okay.
So
that's pretty through there.
Right up here is where the Brisky Trail starts and the addition to the Cowpen Loop, but I'm going to take you on up here to some more open trails and show you them. That's where the Cowpen Loop keeps going. Okay. That's an absolute awesome trail. Oh, I love that. It's one of my favorite trails out here. So this is where the four-wheeler and side-by-side goes in. I built a 5.6 mile trail just for them. Of course, motorcycles can rip up and down at any time they want to. And these two roads here kind of, they're two-way, and they'll take you pretty much anywhere on this side you want to go.
So now it's kind of a mixture of bikes and
yeah, but they kind of have their own thing. But I tell every motorcycle rider, and I tell every ATV and side-by-side, we all have to share the park together.
Yeah.
So let's all be careful, and for the most part, they do. And 99.9% of them are courteous as all get out, and most of them are slow. I don't see.
As long as they know that there could be bikes coming up behind them.
Yep.
Because we can always.
Yep, and they're cool with it. I don't have right now. I'm not running into any problems with it, but. This trail here is an absolutely amazing trail for side-by-sides and four-wheelers to just get on, and it's 5.6 miles of, and we call this the Highland area because you're not going to run into much mud here. It's like something families want to do or something like that, and that's what I built that for. That's actually a cool trail. Now this here, the Pig Trail, the dude Dalton Pig, the one that puts on the Sandblaster Sierra race every year. He started that trail. When we were building trails, he asked for some land to build what he wanted to build himself. So I thought that was really cool. Yeah. Brought him over here and said, here, you can have all that. And he quickly said, I need more. So I said, all right, how about all that? And he hand cut an absolute ton of that trail right there, Pig Trail.
What's it like?
It's a single trail. It's a fun single trail. and it crosses the road right there and keeps right on going.
Yeah.
And I think it's about 3.84 miles of
Okay.
trail, but he did a good job with it. The layout and everything, everybody likes it and everything.
I guess he's more inclined to maintain it if he built it.
Yeah, you built it, you maintain it.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be maintained. We get all that worked out. I mean, somehow, some way it stays clear. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take you down to the timber trail, and we're going to run it.
Okay.
And then when we leave out of there, that'll lead us to the journey trail, the red trail. We'll do some of the journey trail. We'll do some of the red trail, or all the red trail, might as well. I just built that. And over here, let's see, it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Just the journey trail in itself is 14 miles.
Wow.
And then you take 5 point something miles of the red trail I just built. Then this is the timber is 4.6, I believe. This trail here is 3.8, I think, or 4. So they're all nice trails that won't. Even the journey trail, I built the journey trail to where it had phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, and in phase 2 there is a single trail that you can go in there if you like single trail. You can ride it within that trail, but that's more open trails. And if you get tired of one, you can break out and hit this road and everything. I've got signposts everywhere. See the signposts there?
Yeah.
That will lead you to everywhere or back to the park.
That helps.
So if people just came out here and went to riding, all they had to do is just look at the signs, you know. And I think probably it would help a little bit if I put, you know, single trail, open trail to kind of...
Or the mileage.
Yeah, and the mileage. Well, Bill Driscoll did that for us. See the sign right there? It says 0, starting the little orange tag.
Oh, yeah.
Those are our mile markers.
Oh, okay.
And he's ran mile markers through this entire park. So let's run up here and hit timber. I want to show you something before we get on it, and then we'll go with it. Ain't this a hell of an intersection?
Yeah.
All right, this is the coming out of the ATV trail here and leads them back that way. This take you up there. These are like little offshoot two-way roads. They get you back and forth to all trails. That's the entrance to the timber trail. Down here is you go down there to the water, and it's a crossing. That's part of Cowpen Loop. And people like to go down there and go swimming too, so it's a lot of fun. But
Will it just make a big loop here?
yeah, that will. I mean, these roads, all these roads will end up tying into one another.
Okay.
But everywhere, I've got signs everywhere that tells you everything. So we're going to rip this trail
All right.
all the way over here to this other road, and you'll get a good taste of what that trail's all about.
Yeah, I mean, don't feel like you hold me up, because I got to learn these trails.
I know how to wait at the end.
Yeah.
That ain't no problem. How about that?
Yeah.
That's
I like it better.
That's the first half. This is the second half here, and it comes out right there.
Yeah, that was fun.
You like that?
My riding buddies would like that a little bit more, because it's a little more wide open.
Yeah.
But after a while, it starts to take on a little bit of a pattern, so I could anticipate a little bit more.
Yeah. Well, when we first built them, I was afraid they were a little bit too wide. and just bland.
It'll always grow in.
But it grew in, and to me it makes a more interesting trail. It has character about it now. Used to it was just like a wide open racetrack, but I mean, it could use a little trimming here and there, but for the most part, you know, I remember when Wayne Brisky and I were sitting around talking about this part. He really went to bat to get this for us. I mean, he's an avid racer and rider, old school. He's an old school rider. I've rode with him several times, and he's fast. Don't let his size fool you. That man's fast. But he overseen every trail I put out here. He approved it, overseen it, rode it. He really put a lot into himself into developing this thing. And I mean, a lot of people, I'm hoping the riding community would really appreciate that, because this place is built by volunteer racers, and I mean, they have to keep the place open, so they have to charge. But
it sounds like what you guys have done is give something for everybody.
there is something for everyone out here.
And that's important, you know, because people have every level of skill.
I've got stuff for AA, I've got stuff for kids on PW50s. You know, there's just something for everyone out here. Now this trail here is part of what we call the West Grand Trail for the side-by-sides and four-wheelers. And I'm gonna take us right up here to the road with another post sign that'll tell you which way to go. And we'll take a look at that, and then I'll run you up to the Journey Trail. And that trail, we named it Journey because that's exactly what it ended up being.
Okay.
It's definitely a ride.
Okay.
And it has its own special flavor. There's single trails all in there. There's picnic tables in there where you can stop and just rest or whatever you'd like to do. And then the Red Trail, I'll take you over and we'll run the Red Trail. It's a lot of fun too. This is a hell of an intersection, ain't it?
Yeah.
So you got the West Grand, that's for the side-by-sides, and they turn right and keep going. And they've got a lot of miles. And our end of the Journey Trail is right there, or actually right here, and that's 5.6. I see Bill Driscoll had it at 5.6. The yellow arrows, the big yellow arrows, that's for the side-by-sides and four-wheelers to know that's the way they need to go.
Okay.
And then the Journey Trail and the Red Trail's down this way. Okay. But like, I've got it marked where anybody could be over here and even lost, and they could see two parking lot. And every one of these roads will take you right back to the parking lot area.
That's awesome. Yeah, so, people will get turned around.
So I'm going to take you over here.
All right.
And we're going to go in the Journey. We'll run the first half of the Journey, and then I'll take you over to the Red Trail. Let you see that.
All right.
That needs a little haircut, don't it?
Maybe a little bit.
That's phase one. That's where phase 2. I've got these fences. Excuse me. Took that water in a little too quick. I got these fences up for you know, the phase 1, the phase 2, and the phase 3. And phase 2 is the longest, and it actually has a single trail built into it. Optional, you can take it or not. We used it in the race. Everybody seemed to like it. But I remember when we first built these trails, they were just so wide open.
Yeah.
It was too wide open, and now I see they've come in good.
Yeah.
Maybe a little haircut and it'd be fine.
Well, it's constant out here, man. Everything grows in the south.
This year was crazy how fast everything grew this year.
Well, we've had the right conditions. You know, we had a kind of a mild spring, and then we got rain and heat and sun, and boom.
It got us. But people still, I mean, they just, the trails are still great. They're fantastic.
Oh, hell yeah.
And so I'm going to take you over to up here to another intersection, and then we'll jump on the red trail and ride it. Now that's more of a single trail. I built that. I'll kind of let the sandblasters direct me on what way to build that. They wanted a tight trail. So I was like, okay, well, I'm going to build something race oriented. So, and when I finally got through with it, I realized, oh my God, this is just like you're in a race.
Wow.
So you go in, and it's tight, and then it breaks open to a road, and so you know you're ready to pass people. You can blast through, and then go back into the woods, and then opens up to a road again, and back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it just makes the trail an absolute blast.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. I got probably an hour left to ride. Does that kind of fit in?
That's just fine. This over here won't take us but 20 minutes.
Okay.
And then we'll ride whatever you want to after that.
Yeah. Yeah, and then I want to make sure I got enough time to take a jump in the creek, and then
oh yeah, definitely. Everybody loves the creek. So a signpost over here covers pretty much everything. And you got Journey Trail Phase 3, it's right down there. That's a lot of fun, that trail. That thing's got a little bit of everything. And then I'm gonna take you on our newest trail, the Red Trail.
Okay.
And that's gonna spit us out way back down yonder.
All right.
Trail boss's job's never done, is it? It's always something in the way. So I'm gonna, I like this trail.
It's interesting. It ain't my thing.
It's brand new, so
Yeah.
it's a little.
But I'm too lazy.
All right, let's, what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna break you out of this, and we're gonna go over and hit the West Grand Trail.
All right.
And that order to finish out your time, and so
Yeah.
you can still play in the creek.
All right.
The West Grand Trail is a more open adventure bike type trail you probably enjoy.
Yeah, this looks like Perry Mountain up in here.
Huh? Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's something for everyone, for sure.
I'd like to do it in the winter time, but not like too damn hot right now.
100%. what was your name again?
Nolan.
Nolan. Nolan, for like dual sport or adventure sport, this is a great trail.
Yeah.
And I think we got like maybe 14 miles of nothing but road like this right here in this. And then over in the main park, gosh, you're probably looking at probably 20, 25 more over there, but it's selective because that's a four-wheeler park. But
I got some buddies that love that tight woodsy stuff, but most of the guys I ride with, you know, the more open trails would be right up our alley. And then, of course, you know, we love the roads too.
we got that. I mean, South Trail's open, Journey Trail's kind of open. This is
when it's real hot, you know.
Huh?
You just don't get that much air when you're in the tight stuff.
That's true. All right, let's rip this.
All right.
It's gonna spit us right back out right there, and then we'll go back over to the parking lot.
Cool.
There you are.
Got a few riders.
A little tour of Grand River Motorcycle Side.